another fantastic Wednesday here in Manchester, New Hampshire. It's 7 p.m. You guys know what time it is. It's time for the Sepsiss Show. Music, technology, social media, current events, and more. What's up, Lexi?
Hello.
If you guys didn't know, here's my music. This is a program where we examine the details, stories, and articles about the music industry. We are a band. We are a hard rock and heavy metal band, Sepsiss from Manchester, New Hampshire. We cover articles and stories about the music industry. We put them on the screen so everybody can follow along. We also cover social media, cultural, and legal topics that relate, of course, to the music industry and in our everyday lives. Love us, hate us, or study us. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Sepsiss Show. How you doing, Lex? It's hot in here. I ain't gonna lie.
Doing good.
All right, I want to just jump in because we have a lot going on. First and foremost, it's the road to Ohio. We're going to Ohio in just 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, we're going to be flying in. We're going to be partying with Circle of Snakes and Living Dead Girl. Aren't you guys excited? I know they've been on tour for a while. And I think some of our shows with them are the final shows to the tail end of their tour. So if you're out there and you're rocking with them, make sure you guys go follow Living Dead Girl while they're out there on tour. And, of course, follow our friends Circle of Snakes. And don't wait till after the program. Like, I'm asking you to do so now. That's why I'm going to tag them right here in the comments. We'll have a moment so you guys can follow Living Dead Girl and Circle of Snakes, because that's who we're playing with next in Ohio. We're there for 3 days this month, June 25th, 26th, and 27th.
Come on out to the shows.
I'm actually going to pull it up.
Yeah, come on out.
That's my new thing now, is I'm going to pull up the
Do it.
events and the tickets right here so people can
Yeah.
follow along. Just like
you
we
can
do
also know what it looks like.
That's true. That's true. I didn't
This
think
is
of
the
that.
real page. This is not AI.
All right, so yeah, here's the show. And actually, I grabbed the Cosmo Joe's Atomic Lounge Thursday, June 25th show. So that's this landing page. And I chose this because it's a Thursday, you know? And I'm really actually hoping that people do come out and hang out on Thursday because, you know, it's a Thursday. It might
Thirsty Thursday.
Right. It might be an opportunity for you guys to have, you know, much more of a intimate, dare I say, or up close and personal experience with the bands. Why? Because it's a Thursday.
What else are you going to do on a Thursday?
What are you doing? Right. And maybe you've got more than I do going on a Thursday.
That
But
is true.
Let's say you don't, and you're a lot like me. Then you'll be able to come out and hang out with us and Living Dead Girl and Circle of Snakes. And here's the other thing. You know how it is on a Friday night. You got Living Dead Girl, you got Circle of Snakes. There's a lot of energy in the room. People just got paid. It's a beautiful day in June. The energy's high. You're going to have a lot of people there. So it might be difficult, right? It might be difficult to get that perfect selfie with Living Dead Girl. It might.
Right.
You see? Friday night
Right.
is a Friday night. Thursday's a Thursday night. A lot of times, and look, don't take my word for it, but a lot of times Wednesdays and Thursdays, even at a summer show, are a little more relaxed. They're a little less dense. So that's why I decided to share this one, because we've got June 25th at Cosmo Joe's, and then June 26th. Actually, I'm going to have Lexi look up both the venues so I don't get them.
For the 26th and 7th?
Yes, please.
Okay, give me one
So awesome.
moment.
But we
Okay.
yes.
So June 26th,
Mhm.
we are at Oddfellows
Yep.
Liquor Bar
Yes.
in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yep, so it's Cosmo Joe's is the first show, and then it's Oddfellows. And forgive me, these are all new places. I haven't played there yet.
Right. And the last one, Saturday, we're at Afterlife nightclub
Okay.
in Akron.
Akron. And I hope we're saying that the right way, because we love our friends in Ohio. And, really, I think, rival to New England. Nothing against anybody in New England. But our Midwest fans are some of the best fans that we've ever had during our career arc. So we're really excited to come back out to Ohio. We haven't been there for a long time, and we just really appreciate the hospitality and Circle of Snakes really just like rolling out the red carpet. And it's a little bit off topic. We have something cool going on for it later on, but I have this. Oh shit! I swear to God, I'm not plugging myself. But if you look here, hold on, let me get the. We have a fun thing that we're doing. So I got to show you. Okay, so in 2019, me and Melissa started writing this record, and it's called Almost 11. And we never thought it would really be a real record, but it's on a record. We think that's cool because we all grew up in the 80s and 90s. And Circle of Snakes, and also shout out to the homie Nate from M-Blog. They had this idea of getting merch and getting vinyl and getting all things Sepsiss and Living Dead Girl and Circle of Snakes and going out to vinyl stores and CD stores and record stores. Now, I think this is crazy because we don't have a lot of those in New England, Lex.
No.
Like, there's just not tons of places.
No, they're either closing down or they're like some corporate thing.
Yes.
That's all we got out here. No mom and pop stuff.
Right. So I was surprised that there was, first of all, Ohio's a big place. And so is New England, but New Hampshire isn't. We're just a tiny little band from New Hampshire. So I wasn't prepared for there to be as many, I don't know what you call them, vinyl shops, or like, what do you call that? A music
record store?
Well, it's not like a drug dealer, like music dealer. I don't know what to call it.
It's like a record store?
Record dealer. Call it what you will. There is still physical storefronts, Lexi, that carry CDs, cassettes, and vinyl, and I didn't know that.
Well, let's go hang out there.
Right. There is brick and mortar vinyl record dealers in Ohio.
Let's hang out.
And we have a record.
Even perfect. We'll bring them a record.
And I just want, this is not like a silly marketing scheme. I wanted to show you guys that we do have a record, and it's hard to put like a bunch of records on a plane because they're heavy and then bring them to your show. I don't think people understand, like, if you're in a tiny little local band like we are, okay, cool, you get a show in New York, you get a show in Utah. Okay, great. How do you get a box of t-shirts there? How do you get 75 pounds of fucking vinyl to Ohio? You know, you got to think logistics and drop shipping and budgeting and, of course, the timing and everything that goes into it. So a huge, huge shout out and thank you to the team and everybody on Circle of Snakes for making this fucking happen for us, because they went out and I jaw dropping. They went out and delivered our record solicited. They went door to door. You don't even hear shit like this anymore. Brick and mortar. Most bands we talk to, they can't send a fucking email.
Mm-hmm.
It's too hard.
Yep.
Most you're right. We talk to promoters that wouldn't hang a physical flyer or go to Staples if life depended on it. We know venues expect the musicians to bring in the boozers and the alcoholics. We're living in a different time now. So I was really blown away, and just the amount of hospitality that these folks had shown us. But they went out and did the physical sweat footwork door to door and went into physical storefronts and asked them if they would be interested. I don't know what they said. I don't know what they said. But what I saw the results, and I saw the after results when when the record stores had acquired our vinyl. They sent me screenshots, man. Like, who does that? That, when we talk about in Sepsiss going the extra mile, memories and moments, and it just, this is what we're talking about. Just such a huge amount of gratitude from the bottom of my heart for the folks at Circle of Snakes going out and hand delivering. I'm lost for words. Hand delivering our 5th year anniversary of our record, Almost 11, to physical storefronts all over Ohio. And I'm just going to stop and have some root beer because it's hot as shit. And I'm gonna have Lexi read off all of the record stores that now carry and accepted our record, our anniversary record, Almost 11. I appreciate y'all so much on behalf of me and the whole band. This is awesome. And this is what we mean by truly living the dream and not having to try to make it. When we had versions of what it would be like in the future, and how we shape and understand success as a band, like for us to have our record in record stores is one of those boxes that we can check off, and we thank everybody at the stores and Circle of Snakes. Lexi, if you could, please read off the names, and I will bring up the next article.
We got Catacomb Records in Kettering, Ohio. Sorry if I pronounced the places wrong.
Right, we're going to mess it up, I'm sure.
But thank you. Omega Music in Dayton, Ohio. Everybody's Records and CDs in Cincinnati, Ohio. Thank you guys so much.
I like that name. Everybody's Records and CDs.
Right. Now we have Second and Charles in Kettering, Ohio. Yesterday and Today CDs in Cincinnati. No. I'm sorry. I read the wrong one.
Okay.
Yesterday and Today Music in Mason, Ohio in Trader's World.
Fucking awesome.
Second and Charles in Kettering, Ohio. Thank you guys so much.
You know what's crazy is, like, if you're a record store in Ohio, you really do need a snazzy name. Because there's so many of them. Like, I don't know.
Stand out.
Like, what state do you guys live in, or town, or region? How many fucking record stores do you have? You don't have it like Ohio got it. Ohio's popping.
And there's more. Hey Suburbia Records in Mason, Ohio. Double Play Records and Retro in Franklin, Ohio. 3 Feather Records in Fairfield, Ohio. You guys are awesome. Unsung Records, T-shirts and stuff in Hamilton,
They got
Ohio.
T-shirts and stuff.
They got some stuff. Ooh, this one's fun to say. Shake It Records in Cincinnati, Ohio, the north side of Cincinnati.
I'd like to be there.
Let's try it. If we have time, we should sneak over.
Yo, right? Like, if we do, and we happen to be down the street, I should ask which ones are in proximity.
We should take a picture with the people.
We really should.
Yeah. Here we go. Feel It Record Shop, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yo, that's
Feel
crazy. It. Feel it and shake it.
They got the stuff.
They really do.
New to You, vinyl and vintage in Miamisburg, Ohio.
Wow.
Looks like Miami.
I like the names of other places.
Skeleton Dust Records in Dayton, Ohio.
That's my favorite name right there.
skeleton dust.
Yeah.
I wonder how they came up with that.
Tag them. Let's tag every single one of these guys.
Yeah, even better. Okay, Resignation Records in Troy, Ohio. Hubbard Music and Video in Huber Heights, Ohio.
There you go.
Toxic Beauty Records
Whoa.
in Yellow Springs, Ohio.
That sounds like it could be a record label.
Jet Age Records in Newport, Kentucky.
Yo. Hey, there's a wild card. I didn't expect that.
Yo.
Even Kentucky's getting in on it.
Morrow Records in Florence, Kentucky.
Whoa.
And last but certainly not least, thank you guys so much. Spiral Grove Records in Milford, Ohio. You guys are the freaking awesomest.
I think that's so awesome.
You guys are the best, honestly. Thank you guys for having our music there.
So this is what I was thinking. Like, it's not just that they're hosting our album. That's not just the reason why I'm sharing this with everybody. I think what I'm trying to show y'all is that if we can do it, you can do it. That's what this whole show, that's what this podcast really is about, is teaching people how to tighten up and make adjustments, living their dream. And you can't do that without being sharp, being in the know, being able to see patterns or make predictions. I don't tell people how to raise their own kids or build their own businesses, so I certainly don't expect people to tell me how to raise or build mine. But this is just proof of why there's no trade secrets in Sepsiss, you know? And we shared this information with you because it was shared with us. Like, if we didn't bump into Circle of Snakes, if we didn't know M-Blog, if we didn't know these people, and they weren't completely fucking generous and charitable, and like that, there's no other explanation or reason for them doing that. That's a lot of hard work to go door to door, town to town, and install us like this. And it really is going well and beyond the extra mile. Thank you again, everybody, and thank you to all the record stores that participated. That's huge. I hope everybody out there that thinks that physical media, or whoever thinks that physical media is dead, or rock and roll's dead, or vinyl's dead, this is proof that it isn't. And if you're like me, if you're from the 80s, if you're from the 90s, or even if you're a millennial, if you grew up and you love vinyl, and this is one of the boxes you want to check off, there's still stores that carry vinyl, so I think that's dope. All right, and now, of course, we have to go over it. Swarmiefest tickets, right? Because Swarmiefest is now, it's greenlit.
Well, you can now get tickets. Woo!
I'm gonna actually try to find the link so everybody can follow along. This is our new format. Are you having fun? Well, it's good. You know what I noticed?
What?
It's not lagging.
That's good.
What do you guys think? Tickets for Swarmiefest are now available, everybody. Swarmiefest. It's that time of year. It's that time of year again. It's September 19th. Lex, we used to host it November, remember?
Of course I remember.
By request, we've updated Swarmiefest with an all-new time this season and an all-new look. This year, September 19th, Loud Entertainment presents Swarmiefest. Of course, it's Swarmiefest 5, the anniversary show. Swarmiefest is the loudest and it's the sexiest rock and metal party in New England. Of course, the party is taking place at Club Jewel this September 19 in beautiful Manchester, New Hampshire. Tickets are available, Lexi, right now. It's only $12 pre-sale. The cool thing is if you're the first, I think it's 40 people this year. If you are the first to screenshot, if you buy a ticket right now that tickets are live, if you buy a ticket, the first 40 tickets, people that screenshot their pre-sale ticket and send it to our DMs automatically gain access to our exclusive pajama hotel party. It's the after party of the century, also hosted by BPS Records and the BPS Vixens. There's going to be dancing, there's going to be prizes, there's going to be games, there's going to be contests. You know how we do.
Absolutely.
This year for bands, of course, we're playing. I'm so excited also to announce that for the first time, we'll be playing with 3FD. They are from Maine. Singe will be rocking with us. They are a band from Connecticut. Elger P. Sloan will also be on the bill this year. Grim the Acronym is rocking with us. And our good friends, the Grey Curtain, will also be there.
So exciting.
We are super excited to have everybody wanted to know if Kat was coming back. So the Blood Witch will be back.
Hell yeah, she's back.
Yep. So the Blood Witch, and we have a new dancer, Reminisce, representing from the BPS Vixens. She'll be rocking. Also, the show's going to be hosted by Babu. This is a loud entertainment show. Sponsors this year, especially to help out with raffles. We got some really cool prizes for the raffles this year. Legion of Solace. Shout out to Malcolm, Tuesday, Bruce and them. Of course, as I mentioned, BPS Records will be there hosting the after party with us. Also, Matt Connerton, Unleashed. He'll be rocking with us this year. And Violet's Reign will also be helping out and hosting the after party with us. So, quickly, there are VIP tables. There's not a whole bunch of them at Jewel. We usually have to drag them out. This is really important for people that, I don't know, just want a place to put their drink.
Place to sit. They need a break.
Jewel's a big room, and there is a bar there. So a lot of times for our shows, we don't have a ton of tables and a ton of just loose furniture around, especially near the dance floor. So there is a minimum, I think, of 4 VIP tables. You can purchase a VIP table, I think, for $50, and they're good for 3 tickets. So you also get a savings there also. VIP booths are also good for 4 tickets, and I think that there are 5 of those available. The first 40 people to send us screenshots of their purchased pre-sale tickets will automatically unlock access to our hotel pajama after party. Loud Entertainment this year is going to be helping us out with a grab bag. We have a signed vinyl we're giving away. We're giving away a Sepsiss stage banner. And I think we're going to try to do a guitar again.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
I think that's in the works.
Yeah, VIP booths, good for 4. VIP booths are 100. VIP tables are only $50, good for 3 tickets. Get pre-sale tickets now. They're only $12, and it's great savings because at the door they're $20. I'd much rather you guys pay the $12. What else do I got? This year, Yellow Jackets. If you do take the Yellow Jacket option, they're going to get 2 free raffle entries. You get dinner with the band. We're doing a limited edition Swarmiefest t-shirt. We're only going to do 5 of them. I know, you guys are like, what the fuck? No, we're only going to make 5 Swarmiefest t-shirts. And the only way that you can get a Swarmiefest t-shirt is if you purchase the Yellow Jacket. 3-day no matter what pass. That means Friday pre-party, the Saturday after party, and of course we do dinner with the band on Sunday if you don't have to catch a flight. the free 2026 Swarmiefest signed poster, a VIP laminate, and you get to crash the radio show with us at Matt Connerton. We do that every year. It's a lot of fun. So that's what you get if you do the yellow jacket option. There is a pre-sale bonus. So the first 40 people that purchase Swarmiefest tickets today, if you were one of the first 40 people to purchase a pre-sale ticket today, you get a signed Swarmiefest 2026 poster, automatic after-party entry, and you automatically get entered into the raffle. If you buy a pre-sale ticket, make sure you take a screenshot and then send it to either myself, Lexi, the band page, email it to us, and then we will RSVP you. That sounded nasty, but you know what I mean.
If you want us to RSVP you.
Guys, we still need a food truck.
That is definitely a need.
I want it. I need it.
Does anyone have any ideas?
Yeah. So if anybody have any ideas,
please sound off in the comments.
If you know anybody that wants to go halves with us or sponsor the event, or cut us a deal or a discount, if you know somebody that has a hot dog cart, or you know somebody with a taco truck that wants to stop by the event, if you know somebody locally that has a pizza shop that wants to collaborate with us or do a 50-50, let us know. Tag them, put them in the comments. I appreciate it. One more thing. I want a piñata. I don't know if I don't know if I
can
can
always make our own too.
Well, yeah, no, I know. But if you have one made, I'm sure they're better.
Well, yeah, of course.
Like so if anybody knows anybody that knows how to either make or design, like who does professional piñatas? I could look on Google, but I'm asking all of you.
You might know some people. Put them in the comments.
Swarmiefest tickets are available right now. All you have to do is go on Google and type in Swarmiefest 5. If you are on Facebook, there's an event already created. Please hit the interested or going button and please share it to your story so we can get the word out. Thank you, everybody. Hope to see you at Swarmiefest. And I hope to see everybody the 25th, 26th, and 7th in Ohio. Thank you, everybody. We're going to get to some articles, some particles. That was fun. Stop by sepsiss.com to see all of our updated shows on the tour tab. Yes, there is a New York show developing. If you are one of our friends in New York, I can't tell you and ruin everything. But yes, there is a New York show developing, and we'll hopefully have more answers on that as we go here. Better. Look at this guy over here. You want to read this one, Lex? This looks right up your alley. If we ever get rid of this thing, I don't think it's working for me.
That's why I've been
I'm waiting.
investigating the screen, because I'm looking for the little X.
Let's wait until hell freezes over. I don't mind.
Well.
It's just going to keep going, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is nasty. And this is exactly why. Hold on. How did I do that before? Oh, there it goes.
There's the X.
I didn't want to have to do this. Oh, so difficult. Every fucking time.
Okay.
Is that it? I mean,
yeah.
Is the punishment over?
That one, yes.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's move before something bad happens.
Okay. Ex-Vicious Rumors drummer Larry Howe speaks on leaving band over his political beliefs.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear. Former Vicious Rumors drummer Larry Howe has spoken out at length about his recent exit from the band. Howe's departure came after backlash over his right-wing political views began affecting the band's touring prospects. Earlier this year, Vicious Rumors began hitting the road with a fill-in drummer after promoters and venues reportedly pushed back on booking the band amid controversy surrounding Howe's social media activity.
Well, I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I don't really care what he said. Do you?
No, everything I really needed to know is right there in the second sentence, right-wing political views.
Right. And I'm not like dismissing the article. He's got apparently he's taken it upon himself to exercise his right to say whatever he wants. But just like me, no matter what you pray to or what you believe in your fucking mind, the very obvious reality is you can say whatever you want and you have the freedom to do so, but you're not so powerful where you can predict the outcome. So say what you want, but there could be repercussions, there could be consequences for dialing in that freedom too far.
That's a good way of putting it.
I'm not part of any groups that want to prevent other people from thinking or praying the way that they feel like it. But I do know there are consequences for praying out loud.
And this is a good example of that.
People sometimes are like, oh, do you guys ever get paranoid about being outspoken? Do you guys ever get paranoid that you're not going to gain entry to the elite rock and roll industry? Does Sepsiss ever worry about stuff like that? And frankly, we don't. And the reason why we don't is we want to make sure when you see us, when you hear that we're around, or you hear that we're going to pay you a visit, people can see and hear us coming. People know what we stand for up front. We don't have any skeletons in our closet. We say what we mean, and we mean what we say boldly and confidently to eliminate getting booked at the wrong club. See, that's why it doesn't do anybody any good to fake it until you make it.
Absolutely.
Because
it's always good to keep it real.
Right, because then you have to put on a performance and a balancing act. That takes a lot of focus and strength and God knows however many tricks you have to come up with.
Lies.
I'm trying to process it all. I'm like, good God.
It's a lot to keep up with.
It's a lot of work. So people can call me lazy if they want to, but I'm just authentic and honest. And I don't walk on eggshells or people please. And that's not because I'm a big meanie. It's because I don't want to waste people's time. I don't want to waste people's energy. I don't want to book with the wrong bands. I don't want to align with the wrong human beings. I want people to be able to see me coming and say, whoop, I don't like that guy. And stay the fuck out of my way. And I'll stay out of your way. It's mutual. You know what I mean? It's more of a compromise. If not, if everybody's on their best behavior, everyone's angling and maneuvering and trying to be advantageous. For what? So later on, everybody can pull the rug from under each other? when things don't go well and stuff, the road gets bumpy, everybody can betray. That's why I say, man, What would be bands if they weren't political, Lexi? What would they sing about? What would bands be if bands weren't satanic? What would they sing about? If artists and poets and authors didn't write about mutilating women and burning down buildings and tanks exploding and viruses and homelessness through the lens of their art, if they didn't do these things, then we wouldn't have Cannibal Corpse or Freddy fucking Krueger or GTA. And isn't these the people that Americans worship the most?
That is exactly what they worship the most.
we
With
raise
Jesus as number one.
We raise our children on Transformers, Jeepers fucking Creepers, right?
Mm-hmm. Freaking Freddy Krueger.
I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it all. I'm just showing you that different brains process different obvious realities. Some people are ready for GTA, some developing brains are not. Some people can watch horror films, but while everybody's trying to censor what the bands do, you got to remember, if you want to stop somebody from praying, then you got to stop, Friday the 13th. You have to stop Red Dead Redemption. We got to get rid of movies like fucking Star Wars. You know what I mean? You got to get deep, man. So if you're going to crack down on Sepsiss, if you're going to crack down on Anthrax, Cannibal Corpse, or NWA, then you got to crack down on Stephen King, motherfucker.
And that's all we're saying.
That's all I'm saying. I don't want to do that. I'm just saying, hey, man, if you want to... I think talking bad about people and being angry and shit is just bridge burning. I think the more people that you're angry at...
giving up.
It's abandoning.
You're abandoning shit.
Right. If you're giving up. I think if you hate Chinese people and you're mad at little people and you're mad at lesbians and you're mad at me and you're mad at your mom, I think you're giving up. And I'm rooting for you, and I hope you turn it around. That's all I got to say about it.
There's no other way to say it, really.
Right. Shit.
So I think if you did what we did before,
oh my gosh,
there might be
a chance that
I think it's just too big for the screen.
So
like the web browser is too big for the screen.
That's incredible. All right. So, but the article isn't.
No.
So do you want to just read it? Meta's lax community standards are set to increase harassment. So basically, the next article is
Meta's lax community standards have set to increase harassment.
Yeah, which we know that because Facebook and Meta is fucking predatory. Let them have it, Lex.
It seems that Meta's more relaxed approach to content moderation. Thank you. To content moderation, which aligned with its moves to
Yo, can I be real with you? I don't even know what the fuck that word is. Let's everybody look it up. Let's look it up. I don't know what that is. And I'm not going to lie to you. Have you ever seen that word before?
I've never seen it before. That's why I'm struggling.
Right, I don't know what it means.
Pronounce
I don't
it.
know what it is, and I don't know what it means. I think a lot of people go on the internet and they read words and they plow through them, and they don't ever take the time to figure out what they actually mean. So people make up their own versions to shit and then never learn anything.
Okay, the way they told me to pronounce it.
Yeah, go for it.
But the word is a verb that means to deliberately bring oneself into the favor or good graces of someone else.
Oof.
Typically by using flattery, compliments, or charm.
Okay, so let me translate. It seems that Facebook's more relaxed approach to content moderation is due to sucking off Trump. Okay, let's move on.
Okay. Based on a new report from the Center for Countering Digital Hate, which assessed almost 8 million Facebook comments directed at members of Congress in the time before and after Meta's moderation changes.
Right, sounds about right. Sounds about right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. As shown in this image, abusive comments directed at U.S. politicians have increased. Is anybody surprised in this?
No.
If you allow people to fucking bully people and harass people, it doesn't matter who they are. I don't care who it is. If you allow people to throttle the system, if you allow bullying and harassment and hate and violence, it's not going to be fun.
It's just going to go up. You're just upping it.
You're escalating situations on Facebook that are not fun for people. So if the reason why I'm showing this is why a lot of people are walking away from social media, you guys.
Don't want to deal with it.
It's not fun.
No.
If people don't feel safe, if people aren't having fun, if people can't hang out with their friends and they feel like every time they post something or every time they research something or every time they go and read a poem or they go and check their messages, if they have to go through an obstacle course of insults and belittlement and fucking people talking down to you and trying to interrogate you, and you have to go through a forest of hate speech and hackers and people trying to fucking scam you and in investment snares. I mean, misinformation, and you guys, it's not fun. So if you were wondering why you haven't seen a lot of your friends lately on social media, it's because it's not fun anymore. And people don't want to recover their accounts. People are glad to step away from it because people are waking up to how aggressively predatory and how much this shape-shifting technology has really changed its pathway and course in our lives to something that we cannot even recognize. Most people don't even know what we're doing here anymore. I mean, before you were looking at tennis shoes and people were sharing their outfits and comparing each other's dinner and stuff like that. That doesn't make people happy anymore. And that's a separate subject, but what do you think, Lex?
I think social media, just like much of everything else happening in this world, is getting out of control.
Maybe it's just reached its current equilibrium.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this is just the very largest amount of human beings that can occupy this current space and energy at this time without it distorting or without a thing becoming another thing. If we can't recognize the very basic and simplest details of what a thing is, we've truly lost track of what we're doing.
Yeah, you lose the plot, you forget your mission statement.
If you sit somebody down and you say, Jeff, what is social media? Jeff goes, oh, it's marketplace. It's where I sell, small engines, and I go and refurbish air conditioners. Get. Right? You ask T, yo, T, what do you do? What's Facebook to you? Yo, that's where I share my SoundCloud. That's what I do. That's what me and my team, you know what I mean? They got a rap crew.
Self-promotion because we don't have a distribution deal.
I mean, to some degree, for human beings, depending on how you want to catalog it or categorize it, all social media can ever really be is self-promotion. Mm-hmm. It's an attention machine. For human beings, I don't know what the fuck we're doing now with AI. Don't even ask me.
That's a whole different subject.
If you ask me what AI is doing on social media, I have no clue. I think they're taking your money.
I don't even know.
All right. Nobody knows. Which one am I on, Lex?
This
one.
I think you're
Gotta be careful. Who's ready?
Oh my gosh.
Robo-taxis almost happened already in 1964 with the help of the U.S. government. But personal rapid transit never got off the ground. That is until Silicon Valley stepped in. Look at this.
That does not look safe.
We don't want safe as a species.
I guess not.
We're not interested in safe.
No.
I can mention 3 critically acclaimed experiences here on the planet to prove that human beings aren't interested in safe. Honey, we want the thrill.
Of course.
Is this the thrill? Rapid personal transit. I gotta get rid of all this fucking bullshit first. Get arrested. What's up, motherfucker? The fuck you doing? Get out of my shit. I can't stand these motherfuckers. Don't you want me to talk about automated urban circulation?
No, they want you to go to eBay.
Or you want me to go to eBay and fuck off? Look at this. Hold on. We gotta deal with this shit. If anything, this show will be entertaining. You guys want to watch me? Lexi's yawning already. Do you guys want to watch me fucking zap aggressive ad
I honestly thought you were going to say you guys want to watch me whipping Nene.
Whipping Nene? Because I will. Right here on the program.
Want to watch me whip?
Okay.
Then watch me nay.
We could do that after.
We'll do that in Ohio.
Right. Come and hang out with us.
We're whipping
June
Nene.
25th, 26th, and 27th in Akron, Ohio, as we whip your Nene. Right? You know what time it is. All right. In 1953, Don Fitcher, a graduate student at Northwestern University in Chicago, had a simple transportation idea. Huh? What if we hired a sex offender as the president of the United States?
Sounds like a terrible idea.
Right. Usually when you ask most people, they would agree with you, Lex.
I'd hope so.
All right. What if... That's not what he said, but that's what I would have said. That would have been my big question. What if you tipped an elevator on its side, enabling it to run horizontally, and set it loose in a city? That's kind of like what they did with horses.
It was a terrible idea.
They just strapped weapons to their back. Unlike conventional urban mass transit, elevators are responsive to individuals.
What?
Yeah, callable with a push of a button and not subject to schedules. Well, how the fuck is that helpful? After completing his dissertation in 1958, quote, automated urban circulation. I'll tell you what, you would never want to say that today. They would call that woke.
Yeah, it's very woke of you.
They would, right.
It's illegal.
Right. Fisher spent years turning that idea into a complete transit system design he called VAR. At its core, VAR would offer small automated cars running on lightweight guideways. Through the electric cars would be available at any hour and travel directly from origin to destination without stops, schedules, or drivers. Quote, personalized transit, he called it, in which each car, quote, is a self-operating vehicle which can go unattended. To keep infrastructure construction costs low, he explained, and quote, they have to utilize existing public right-of-way, the streets, Fisher self-published the design in 1964, calling it, quote, individualized automatic transit in the city. So, eat your heart out, whoever you are out there that's doing that. Somebody thought of it before you.
You're just recycling old
So I'm
ideas.
just saying, like, those people, like, I don't know if they got Waymos and all that other shit going on in your city yet. How do you feel about that, Lex, about cars driving people around with no drivers in them? Are you okay with that?
No.
I know some people are really excited about it and paranoid and angry.
Because there's a lot of things that go on that can, for example, if you're driving, or not you're driving, if it's driving you and then all of a sudden the battery overheats, well, you're fucked.
But right now, if you were driving right now and the battery overheats, you're fucked.
That's what I'm saying. They're not really fixing an issue.
And I'm not for any. I want to say for the record, I'm like one of those people that like to. I like to argue on all sides. I like to, you know what I mean. I like to
and also,
give a well balanced review.
With it being a computer, it can make mistakes. It can take you to a completely different destination. It can malfunction. It can not work right. It can turn left when it's really supposed to turn right. Get into a car accident.
So do you think that cell phones and computers, whether you're driving cars or getting concert tickets or trying to make an impression at a first date, has these things made success any closer to us or higher quality?
No, it's been more of a distraction.
You know?
It makes everything unsafe.
Like, I'm just wondering, like, and I don't have the, I don't
That's
have
my
the,
opinion.
yeah, I don't have any answers to this. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm just wondering, like, I know the idea is for apps and cell phones and all this connectivity for a species, for a country that's so spoiled with connectivity, we can't have a simple fucking conversation.
Mm-hmm. Loneliness is now a country nationwide emergency. Health emergency.
Loneliness is an emergency. I feel that. For some people, it really is, because I think that we are a species that has a hard time admitting that we need each other.
Mm-hmm.
We're a species that has a hard time admitting that there are no obvious realities that include there being a color of white or black. We don't come in the same colors as turtles and birds and other animals.
Mm-hmm.
Most people are beige or pink or brown of some sort. But because we live in a reality that shares so many unrealities, when we talk with each other, we have to start in the insane, in the fantasy. When we talk and communicate with each other, a lot of times we have to start in the hallucination. And then to make any sense or to get rational, we have to walk it all back into the observable, into the obvious reality. But we start in the crazy. We start in the insane. We start with magic and prayers and dreams. So when we start talking about anything, especially with people in this country, we start speaking at the hallucination. And in order to get close with each other, we have to walk ourselves all the way back to the more obvious realities. And that reality is that we're in a reality that has included many unrealities.
Yeah. Very unrealistic society.
That's why you have all the silly shit that we do, you know? To make any sense, to boil it all down, you got to...
It also shows why we can't have serious conversations and we can't fix racism.
Or pollution, or that we can't...
Or any other big issue.
We can't talk about those issues because we start talking about the issue in the realm of insanity. We're talking about it
You can't talk
with
about it
you
with
just
rational thought.
like you just talked about racism, for instance. That's just one thing. So when we talk about racism, what are we talking about? We're talking about the color of somebody's skin. Because we start our definitions, our descriptions, because we choose insane language. For example, that a person's skin is the color of black. That is not an observable, actual reality. The idea that beige people or pink people are the color of white is not an observable, or what we like to call an obvious reality. When you look at people, it's obvious that there are no white and black people. So we can't talk about something like race, because in order to talk about it, we'd have to walk backwards and get to a place where we were all on the same wavelengths and be able to recognize the obvious reality that skin color is neither black nor white. And that's an obvious reality that we can't agree on.
And we can't even talk about it because they'd rather be lost in fantasy.
Right. So we have to start in the insane that people's skin colors are actually not a color that they are.
It's crazy.
That's just one thing. I didn't get into pollution. I didn't get into capitalism. I didn't get into fucking dinosaurs, because in order to start talking about capitalism or the music industry, we have to start talking in a place that's not insane or built off of fantasy or dreams. We have to talk about the music industry in terms of an observable and obvious reality.
And we can't do that.
So we can be deliberate.
And a lot of people can't do that.
A lot of people can't look at themselves deliberately in the mirror. Which one am I on? I'm gonna need some glasses like you, Lex. Melissa, can you could you please bring us a soda or something? Would you like a tea?
I have a seltzer already.
That thing's got to be warm as hell.
Oh.
All right, let me get a cold tea. Don't we have ice? Let me get a cold tea with some ice, please. It's so hot in here, I can't believe it. Would you like a cold tea?
Yeah.
Could we please have 2 cold teas? It's hot as shit in here. All right, which one is it? Sorry, everybody. It really is hot. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Looks like you're doing this one.
These are my favorite. I love doing these. I'm sure this is gonna call the fucking cops. Oh my goodness. The creator buzzwords you'll definitely hear at VidCon 2026. The language of the creator economy is changing.
Oh my.
You feel like you need to keep up? Who's going to VidCon? Look at these guys. They look like they're 14. I'm not going over there.
I'm good. They can have fun though.
Yeah. Not to be like offensive to any young people out there, but I'm so glad I'm not 14 today. Like, I'm really glad to have been 17 when I was 17 versus there's a lot of people that might say, "Oh man, I'm in my middle age. I'm 45." So a lot of people my age might say, I know a lot of guys that are 45. And I'm sure some of them think every now and then, geez, I wish I could go back to being in my 20s. I'm not one of those people.
2 cold teas.
Oh, 2 cold teas coming right in from
Thank
Metaverse
you.
Melissa.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That's fucking awesome. So much better. Yeah, so I'm not one of those people. Would you, if you had a magical power, would you go back to being, 19 and do it all over again, baby?
No.
Yeah, me
No.
neither. I
Nope.
couldn't. And everyone's life is different. Some people had fantastic childhoods, and I had a really good childhood. I'm not playing the victim or anything like that. I'm not trying to say that I'm special. I deserve any attention. I'm just saying I waited my whole life as a child to unlock the features of being an adult. I don't drink anymore, but like cigarettes and fuck books and all of that, and drinking booze. That's why I wanted to be an adult, because I wanted to do what the adults were doing. That's why when I talk to a lot of like my friends who are parents, and they're like, I can't figure out why my son wants the goddamn cell phone all the time. I'm like, because you have it. And you know what I mean? You've given him or her the impression that the way to install yourself in the rest of the planet, the way to make friends, the way to be important, to have your face shoved in that screen all the time. So they go, damn, I'm not going to be able to drive a car or get some pussy or being a rock and roll man until I fucking shove my nose in that screen and start playing on SoundCloud. Anyway, I could go on for hours. VidCon is the leading global event for content creators, influencers, digital media brands, and fans.
Where do the fans last?
Fans are always last. They can afford to say fans last because that is that's the bread. Like for instance, and I don't mean to get out. You asked a great question. The world is about whales. Do you know what a whale is?
An animal?
Nah. Let me show you what I'm gonna teach y'all about whales real quick. I hope it's in here. I learned about this. And I was like, oh my God, that's all of our friends in the music industry. That's all my gamer friends. That's all my gambler friends. That's all my alcoholic friends. They're whales. Man. Damn. I hope they have it. I'm sorry to take up y'all time. So I'm explaining it though. They're not giving it to me. I'm gonna have to look. Maybe I'm spelling it wrong. I don't, It's giving me all type of cultural shit, fucking whales and beaches and shit. So whales are, okay, as it was explained and taught to me, a whale is in any given industry. A whale is a consumer that a company considers like a super fan. Think of it like that. But a whale is like almost like like they have like an addiction, okay? Like a gambling addict or an alcoholic or somebody that's addicted to social media, or you'll see some people that are addicted to video games and you wonder to yourself, where does all the fucking money come from for these casinos, for these video games, for these fucking bands? And what it is the whale. You play Xbox, right? And you'll go, hold on a second. How the fuck? You'll be sitting there playing and you'll go, most of this game is all marketplace. And has it ever occurred to you when you're looking up Rockfest and you're looking at tickets for Coachella or the NBA, and you're like, who the fuck is the moron that pays for all of this fucking garbage? Who pays? It's never ran across your mind, like when you're playing a video game and you're like, okay, I get it, but who pays for the candy cane gun and the fucking pizza gun? You know what I mean? And all of the outfits. How does a casino stay open if most people only been to a casino once or twice in their life? Who's keeping that place open?
The people that are gambling. The gambling addicts.
Aha! Now, are most people gambling addicts, though?
No.
Are most people going to buy everything off the Halo Marketplace?
No.
Are most people going to pay to play to get on festivals and to buy onto charts and record labels?
No.
That's a whale.
Whales will because they're... That makes sense.
That's what a whale is. And the whales are really the ones that keep that market up. Those casinos count on those sick individuals to fucking be addicted to gambling. The casino's not really worried about the family that visits the casino, that goes to Vegas every couple of years, or that does their yearly Vegas trip. That's not really them.
Mm-mm.
Those people are great. They add them in, you know. Halo's not counting on the person that buys the occasional helmet. You know? Those mobile games and apps, even the dating apps, that's a great one. That's a great example. The dating apps, they're not counting on people that are looking for love. Do you want to know why? Because if they found love on the dating site, they'd never use it again. Hinge, Tinder, Match, it has nothing to do with dating. It has to do with gaming and keeping people playing the game. Because if you ever found the love of your life on Match.com, then shit, you delete the fucking app from your phone. There's no question if you found true love on Hinge. Well, shit, the very next day you'd both make an agreement to delete the app. Two people fall in love on Plenty of Fish, then two people are going to agree the next day to delete the app. Because they're both going to agree that they no longer need it. So when it comes to dating apps, who does dating apps depend on? Hopeless romantics and sex offenders. Romance scam addicts and sex offenders are who is on Bumble and Grindr and Match.com. Yeah, you get the occasional swinger. Yeah, you get the occasional poly couple. Do you know how fucking rare that is? Well, of course you do, because you don't know any poly couples. Most people out there would like you to believe that they're in some sort of a contractual monogamous experience, and that's making them really good people somehow. But that relies on a storyline. That relies on a world that is not the obvious reality. So, dating apps really depend on people being lonely. That's what I mean. I'm sure you guys have figured that out. Anyway, if you're heading to VidCon this year, prepare to hear certain words repeated over and over again. Some of them will come from creators and others will come from executives, talent managers, startup founders, and brand marketers. Together, they offer a surprisingly useful snapshot of where the creator economy stands in 2026. A decade ago, the dominant vocabulary of creator culture revolved around virality. Conversations centered on views, subscribers, and maybe the occasional algorithm hack. Success was often measured in audience size alone. Any thoughts?
This all just sounds like
being an asshole.
it sounds like some slop.
It's all very
it's all
hollow.
yeah.
This year's buzzwords tell a different story. The creator economy has grown up, and so has the language surrounding it. Increasingly, the industry's biggest conversations aren't about getting attention. They're about keeping it, monetizing it, and building sustainable businesses around it. You know, if you run everything in your life like a business, if you run everything in your life like capitalism, if you run your dinner like a business and your girlfriend like a business, then don't be surprised when you have like business-like things happening to you in your relationship.
Yeah. You can't fall apart when business things happen in the relationship either.
Right. When she when she puts another dick in her mouth and she tells you, "Hey man, it's just business." Don't freak out.
You can't fall apart. It's business.
It's a business. I mean,
It's
I'd
gonna be
be
quite stressful.
I would be somebody to tell you that that's never happened to me, but I've literally had that happen to me once.
Hmm.
I just want to get to these fucking words, you know?
That's what I'm saying. They're doing a lot of
Oh, here we go.
slop to get to it.
Yeesh. If there's one word likely to dominate VidCon this year, it's community.
Yes, we're trying to build a community.
You know how I feel about that one. If there is one word likely to dominate VidCon this year, it's community. For years, creators were encouraged to focus on growth above all else. Now the emphasis has shifted toward cultivating audiences that feel invested, connected, and engaged, aka building up the fandom. All right? Whether that means Discord servers, live stream chats, membership programs, or in-person events, creators increasingly want audiences that participate rather than simply watch. Followers are nice, communities are valuable. Are you everybody taking notes? Followers are nice, but they're out. Communities are valuable. Look, I gotta put it on there. Oh, come on. I love when this happens, everybody. Look, because I said it earlier. I was right. I might have to give me one of these. What is that? Let me get it. Let's do it. Son of a gun. Super fans. I said it earlier. Son of a bitch. Closely tied to community is the rise of the super fan. Now, Lexi, where did they get the super fan idea from?
Well, you said it earlier, so a part of me wants to say you.
They didn't get it from me.
But they got it.
I get it. Can you do me a favor and pull that curtain is driving me crazy. It's hit me right in the fucking mouth. It's terrible. I knew this was going to happen to me. Uh-oh. Thank you. That is something else. It's not that one. It's the one next to it. Thank you. Appreciate that. So what is a super fan? These are the people that buy merch, subscribe to memberships, attend live events like VidCon, and show up every time to a creator's post. As platform becomes less predictable and ad revenue fluctuates, many creators are discovering that a smaller, highly engaged group of superfans can be more valuable than a much larger passive audience. Who has figured this out, 17 years ago, Lexi? I'm sorry. Careful.
Who are the people that came up with the word superfan?
No. I was saying who was educating people about that 5 years ago?
You were.
Yes. Okay, so moving right along to audience ownership. Thank you, Lex. Ask enough creators what keeps them awake at night, and eventually somebody will mention platform dependency. See, I'm not falling into this shit. I'm not going to do it. Maybe you're a creator and musician out there, and that's happening to you, and and believe me, I'm sympathetic to the idea of burnout. But what I'm telling you is, you got to be like me. You have to have the ability to tell people to fuck off. That's the only advice I'm going to give you. Audience ownership. What I'm saying is, you can't be held hostage by your own fans. We've seen it so many times. Audience ownership refers to building direct relationships with fans through newsletters, text lists, memberships, Discord communities, and other channels that creators control. I mean, well, more on that later. The goal is to reduce reliance on algorithms and platform decisions. I'm going to tell you one that Lexi says all the time. Go get a website.
It's really not that difficult.
Here's another one. You want to read this one, Lex? This is a good one.
Creator infrastructure. One of the fastest growing conversations in the creator economy isn't about content at all. It's about everything happening behind the scenes. This is why Sepsiss, perfect example of behind the scenes, we do Road to the Throne, Sepsiss Overdrive.
Which are documentaries that we do on the road.
Creator infrastructure refers to the tools and services that help creators run their businesses, including storefronts, payment systems, analytics platforms, community management tools, and monetization software.
Yes, I just wanted to say quickly that, this is stuff that we've been telling people for years. However, and I'm going to be nice and as polite as possible, folks that are inexperienced will see bands that are otherwise busy implementing these practices and doing reels or documentaries, right? Or lessons online or live streams. And then inexperienced people will view this and go, oh, this artist isn't big enough yet. Why are they going live? Or this, who do they think they are? Why do they have VIPs? Or smart artists that have already gained the knowledge and are ahead and have a clear understanding of what and who their super fans are, and they're already implementing these, fucking survival tactics. If you're a band or you're a creator and you have longevity in mind, as the article pointed out, years ago, we were paying attention to followers and what? Virality.
Yeah.
Well, if you're still here and you're not suffering burnout, you're not about to commit suicide, or you're not about to abandon ship, then this article is explaining why the definitions and the terms of success have grown. The tools have grown. And people are like, well, why? What are you guys, a bunch of hypocrites? No, we've learned. We've sharpened our tools. We've updated our language. So when you see bands out there and they're going live or they're making documentaries, it's not because they think they're national acts or they think they're better than you. It's not that they're overly promoting. I think that we used to get that a lot of times back in the day. People would think, why are you guys going live all the time? And why do you guys have podcasts? And why do you guys do VIPs? It's because we understand the closeness, the proximity, and the value that we have with our deepest supporters. When you see smaller bands going out to eat with their fans, it's not because they're clout chasing or there's a scam or that there's some sort of trick up their sleeve. Many creators now employ editors, producers, managers, marketers, and operations staff. The most successful creators increasingly resemble startup founders more than traditional influencers. That's true. Do you know who does that?
Sepsiss.
For sure. Can you name one person?
Melissa.
Yeah. As creators expand into merchandise, media companies, product lines, subscriptions, businesses, discussions about leadership, hiring, and operations have become just important as discussions about content. I tell people all the time that I work for Melissa and they don't believe me. That this is her whole idea and I work for her, and that I write the guitar riffs and We record the music and everything, but largely, this whole thing is her idea. I think that the idea we've had up until now is that some sorts of people, depending on who you are, what you look like, who you are, what you look like, or even if you're a woman, that perhaps you need a man up front to be doing things for you or speaking for you to get things done. And that's not true. Creator-led brands. The creators of yesteryear simply endorsed products. Now creators are launching their own. Love that, Lex. What do you think about that?
This is beautiful.
From beverages to beauty brands to clothing lines and consumer products, many creators now view content as the top of a much larger business funnel. Oh my God, this is beautiful, man. You know I love this shit. The goal is no longer simply monetizing attention through sponsorships, but building businesses that audiences actively buy into. I'm loving this. I'm so glad I read this. This one's for you, Lex.
Multi-platform strategy. The era of being just a YouTuber or just a TikToker is largely over. Today's creators often publish across multiple platforms simultaneously, combining short-form video, long-form content, podcasts, newsletters, live streams, and social media. Diversification has become both a growth strategy and a survival strategy. Basically, no one's putting their eggs in one basket.
They go on to talk about some other AI tools and stuff like that, but we do enough on AI to cover that.
For you guys to know about all the things with AI tools.
You guys can do your own stuff with that. That is what we have for today's show. I appreciate everybody for hanging in there. Thank you, Lexi, for hanging in there. It was extremely hot in the studio today. Thank you for Melissa for getting us our iced tea. We appreciate all of you. 2 weeks. Buckle up, everybody. Get ready for Circle of Snakes and Living Dead Girl in Akron, Ohio. I'm starting to get good at that. And let's not forget that Swarmiefest tickets are live right now. The first 40 tickets, it's an ultimate saving, and you get direct access to our after party. You're not going to want to miss it. See you guys next week, 7 p.m. Eastern, on another episode of The Sepsiss Show. Quarter note check. Never fails.
Bye.
Never fails.